Okay, so this is part 2. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to give evolution a bad rep and say that these two students that were involved in the Columbine killing, they were students of Darwin. They believed in evolution, and see, look what they did. And isn't that bad? Isn't that bad that they did that horrible crime and they took all those people's lives? And and you know what? Evolution. They believe in evolution, so evolution therefore is bad. We have concluded that evolution is the devil. I mean, you can't do that. You can't sit there and take a situation and then say, oh, well, you know what? They believed in evolution, therefore that's why they did this horrible act. Evolution is not the cause, okay? And again, evolution is a fact of reality. So you're going to tell me that a fact of reality, okay, resulted in some school shooting, okay? Really? That's like saying, well, you know what? They were studying the evolution of galaxies, and then all of a sudden they just wanted to go, grab some guns and then shoot up their school. Oh, and it was because they were studying the evolution of galaxies. I mean, seriously. Come on. It's fucking stupid. Okay. Avid students of evolution. Bad. You're so bad for believing in evolution. He, a football player, doesn't deserve the jaw evolution gave him. Look for his jaw. Oh my gosh, that's just a bad comment. Okay. So let's look at this. So we're done with that page. Let's look at this. It says, rioting in London. There is a reason for all the rioting and lawlessness. Several nights of rioting in London have led many people to ask why. Why is there so much senseless burning and violence? Why the looting and lawlessness? One of the most disturbing parts of the violence and unrest was the fact that people of all ages were seen breaking into stores and helping themselves as if they had no conscience or sense of guilt. Nighttime was like a giant help-yourself party, and the shoppers went from store to store until they could carry no more. Some looters resorted to shopping carts to carry stolen goods to their homes. Okay, I wonder how they're going to relate this to evolution. Oh, I bet you evolution made them loot all the stores, right? During the early days, London was a virtual battleground. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so where's the part about evolution? The fact is, London, like most of Europe, has lost its way. The moral compass has been smashed. Evidence, empty faces, empty churches, blah, 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 blah. Just 100 years ago, blessed. By the way, if somebody says somebody is blessed, that's just a figure of speech. Nobody is really blessed, okay? Okay, if you win the lottery, you could say, oh, well, you're blessed, but nobody is really blessed. There's no God-given blessingness going on. Nobody is blessed by God, okay? An athlete might be born with good genetics and they can perform their sports very well, and you might say that they're blessed, but they're not blessed like somebody is blessing them like a God. God is not blessing anybody. God doesn't do anything, by the way. He does nothing. And that's why there is no fucking God. Okay, just 100 years ago, the city was blessed by the preaching of some of the finest men of God. Okay, you know what? Including Charles blah blah blah. But the day of command blah 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 blah. How did all this begin? They're going to relate this to evolution somehow. The news media points their fingers at the local police. How did all this begin? Blah 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 blah. Okay, so there's probably no God. Now stop worrying and enjoy your life. A lot of people, they say that if there's no God, then all of a sudden, bad things are going to happen. I've had people literally tell me that, oh, you don't believe in God? Oh, well, then you don't believe in right and wrong. Oh, well, you don't believe in being good. And you know what? What that is it's somebody being conditioned to thinking a certain way. And then when somebody thinks different, they don't understand. They can't comprehend it, and they just assume the worst possible scenario. Just because you don't believe in God doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're going to go out killing people. Literally, people literally think that, oh, you don't believe in God, so you think that it's okay just to, go kill a bunch of people. That's not what's going on. That's not what's going on. First of all, the idea that there's a God in our universe that does things, that, I don't know, helps people or whatever, does anything. That idea is a misconception of reality. There is no God doing anything in our universe. There's no God running around, creating havoc for some people and then blessing other people. That's not happening. I mean, if you look at the Twin Towers, okay, where was God? Was God there helping anybody? No. God basically is hands off. And that's because, in other words, there is no such thing. I mean, bad things happen and people are like, oh, well, that's because, God gave us free will. I mean, it's fucking stupid. Okay, let's look at this. England, the most proud birthplace of Charles Darwin, who became famous when he published a blah, 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 blah. Several years ago, during the celebration of Charles Darwin's birthday, signs could be seen all over London declaring that there is no God. Those people can live any way they please. And see, that's a misconception. Yeah. People can live any way they please. Oh, really? So you're telling me without God, people can live any way they please? Here's the thing. There's a reason why we created governments and we created rules and laws for our society. And the rules and laws for our society are to dictate what we can and what we cannot do. Just because you don't believe in God doesn't mean that you can live any way you please. I mean, seriously, yeah, okay, go out with a gun and start shooting people. Yeah, guess what? You're going to be in jail or you're going to get shot, one or the other. But you can't just live any way you please. I mean, if you want to do that in the privacy of your own home and nobody knows about it and you're not really committing any crimes, then sure, you can live any way you please. But people think, what about this? What if I please to actually do nothing wrong at all? What if I please to commit no crimes at all? Is that okay? It says, thus people can live any way they please. What if my intents are really good? Then it's okay, right? It's okay to live how I please. England has been liberated from the restraints of biblical Christianity. And the result is lawless chaos. Let's just keep on going on. Praise Darwin. Evolve beyond belief. Freedom from religion. Okay, I think that's pretty good. The tragic reality is the United States of America is rapidly following the pathways of her motherland. The nation has left its moral anchor as it embraces the godless philosophy of Darwinism. By the way, I mean, the idea that there's a God is the illusion. Okay, officials that are writing will eventually begin. Blah, blah, is there hope? By the way, anytime somebody's quoting the Bible, I don't even take them seriously. But and then here we go. Is there hope for people who live in a sin-sick society? Here's the thing. You know what sin is? You know what sin really is? It's a bunch of made-up crap. Sin really doesn't even exist. We invented this concept. We invented good and bad. We invented evil, right and wrong. Well, there might be something that's correct and incorrect, but sin is retarded. Sin doesn't even really exist. We came up with this thing. We came up with this thing called sin, and we're trying to say that you can sin. I mean, oh my God. Oh, this stupid crap. Guilty yet free. Okay, let's look at this. Here we go. Darwin's book is clearly racist in its ideology. You know what? These people, I mean, they're just making up stuff now. Oh yeah, you know what? He was really racist about those finches. Yep. You know, the one with the big beak and the one with the small beak? He totally was racist about those finches. Man. We sure... Embracing the theory of evolution has infected the entire society of England and far beyond. This is not an infection, folks. This is this is an understanding of our world. This is not an infection. It is an understanding of our world, of our place, where we come from. It's an understanding of history, it's an understanding of so many things. It's not an infection. It's morality has been replaced by secular humanism, and the result will be increased lawlessness. The Bible speaks of the time of rioting and lawlessness, blah, 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 a bunch of Bible crap. All I gotta say is, you know what? I think it's very sad. I think it's very sad that there are people in this world that do not embrace this book. I think it's sad that people can't, for some reason, understand what's going on with evolution. And you know what? In all honesty, I loved evolution ever since I first discovered it. Ever since I first came about evolution. I embrace the idea. It makes complete sense to me. It gives me a bunch of explanations, and not only does it make sense, it is the fact of what's going on. This is the truth. Okay, this is what's going on. Embrace it because it's part of your life. It's part of your world. It's where you come from. It's who you are. It's why you act the way you act. You know, there's this field called evolutionary psychology. I love that because it gives explanations like say you're mad and you're angry. Well, you can possibly understand anger from an evolutionary perspective. Why would an organism need to be angry? What benefit does that give the organism? What about being sad? Or what about crying? Or what about wanting to hug somebody? That can all be explained with evolution. We are the way we are because of all of the thousands and thousands, if not millions, of creatures that are part of our past, that we descended from. Okay? I just can't believe that there's people that can't grasp this. I mean, come on, it's not even that hard. I understood it right away and loved it. I love this idea. I love this theory. I love it because it's the truth. It's what's going on. How could you not figure it out? How could you not grasp these ideas and these concepts? How could you literally think that the Bible or some other book has a better explanation? Come on, Noah's Ark. Come on, Noah's Ark, that's the biggest bullcrap in the world. Animals on a boat. And that's why we have all the animals? Because God killed everything on the planet Earth? Okay, if he's all loving, why is he going to kill everybody on the planet Earth? If he's really a good God and he's really smart, he's not going to mess up the first time and then have to do a redo. He's got to click the undo button, right? I mean, the thing is that we have to get people, okay? We have to get people in our society to actually be able to understand what's really going on. Okay, this is what's really going on. I mean, are you gonna accept it? Are you gonna accept the truth? Are you gonna make up some bull crap? Okay, I mean that's how it is, and I hate to be cutthroat about it, but that's how it is. Either accept the truth of what's going on and learn about it and understand it, or live in some fictional world. And actually, the thing is, people that don't get evolution, this is hurting society. It's holding society back. And again, all of these years, and still people just can't get it. Come on, just please get it. Please, let go of your previous ideas and just get it, okay? Just get it.